Hello and welcome to another update. In this one I'll be covering the whole front line, starting out in the Vuhledar front. We see here that the Russian forces are attacking in the direction of Vuhledar as well as Brzezinskivka. And what's very interesting to me is that they continuously attack in the direction of Vuhledar. There seems to be no potential for the Russians to capture this city with a continuous armored assault, as the Ukrainian forces have a lot of mines set out around this area and a lot of artillery strikes. There was an analysis by Grayzone where they mentioned that the Russian forces initially started with artillery strikes, after which the Ukrainians launched counter battery strikes, and then the Russian artillery was neutralized, but the fighting continued regardless. So the Ukrainians had artillery advantage in this section of the front line during the offensive, and now we see the Russian forces continue their offensives. Whoever is the Russian general on this side seems to have not learned from this war at all and should probably be replaced. Moving on to further north, the direction of Novomikhailivka, Bubieda, and Marinka, the Russian forces continue their attacks in these directions. And in the Marinka area, the Russian forces actually managed to capture two sections of the front line in the city. We see that they captured this area here to the western side of Marinka, and they have captured this part to the northern side of Marinka. So they are advancing slowly within the city center. Further north in the direction of the Donetsk front, we see that the Russian forces continue their attacks in the direction of Vodiane as well as Pervomaysk. And further north in the direction of Bakhmut itself, we see that the Russian forces continue their attacks in the direction of Jazov Yar as well as Ivanivske, here to the west of Bakhmut, where they try to get control over the Konstantinivka-Bakhmut highway. And to the south of Bakhmut, the Russian forces continue their attacks here in the residential areas to the south, northwest of Upitne, as well as to the east of Bakhmut and northeast and the northern outskirts of Bakhmut. The Russian forces continue their attacks in these directions as they try to get a better foothold within the city and advance to the Bakhmutovka River here to the east, and finally get a better position to the north of the city, allowing them to properly encircle the city. And then at the northern edges around Pereskovivka, the fighting continues to the south, east, north, northwest, and western side of Pereskovivka, as the Russian forces are continuing their encirclement operation of Pereskovivka and are closing in on the city center from the east and the north. At the same time, the Russian forces continue their attacks in the direction of the E40 highway, trying to gain further control over it. Further north to the northwest of Soledar, the Russian forces continue their attacks in the direction of Fedorivka. As for the east of the Siversk front, we see that the Russian forces continue their attacks in the direction of Vilohorivka, as well as in the forest line to the south of Kreminna. And they are also continuing their attacks west of Kreminna in the direction of Sarishne, as well as to the northwest in the direction of Nevske, and to the southwest of Blushenka. There's also continuous fighting in the direction of Ryonikivka. And that is all for today's update. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Have a great day.